So actually, we have very similar basic questions about this project. So from that perspective, we are going to implement this second phase project. Actually, I'd like to start with the meaning of water in social and economic development based on Korean history. This is because water is very important factor for the social and economic growth, and also is an element of environment. As you see the picture, Korean international trade became more than $1 trillion last year, which is the seventh largest record in the world. But we were very poor country until 1960s. So this model has been a benchmarking model for developing countries. Okay. But the water has been an obstacle for social and economic development in Korea. That's because we suffer from very lack of water resources. This is just 1/7 of world average, and this scarce water concentrated in summer season. This caused the seasonal and regional variation of water in Korea. Actually, like countries including Pakistan, Thailand, and also Australia, some other countries, we have severe problem from floods and droughts as well. This slide shows the way how Korean government and Korean people tackle those problems for social and economic development. Actually, this part has been shaped 5 historical events, which are industrialization, unbalanced growth, penal accidents, and sustainable development, and climate change. Well, industrialization during the 1960s and 1970s, the most urgent priority was to secure water resources and to prevent floods. So Korea developed many dams to accomplish these targets. And also social and economic disparity between regions were severe problems in Korea. That's because Korea selected some industries and regions to develop our economy and society. So there was a strong voice from the public and less people from less developed regions. So the Korean government chose the multi-regional water supply system, which supplies water from rivers, great rivers, large rivers, to the water scarce region, which was usually less developed regions. Thanks to this multi-regional water supply system, the regional variation of water can be solved very much. And in 1991, there was a big event called penal contamination accident in Nakong River. Actually, the contaminated water supplied for 3 days. There was strong voice from the public, and also there were some suits from the public against the business and to the Korean government. That's because called the Tusan electronic spilled the contaminated pollutants to the penal to the river without any treatment. So the government started to regulate strictly the environmental issues, and also started building sanitation systems. The red line shows the sharp increase of sanitation. Thanks to those sanitation systems and also the water supply rates, the life expectancy has been increased sharply as well. So we think those factors contribute to the social issues in Korea. And sustainable development was an issue in since 2000. That's because President Kim Dae-jung started to consider the environment hugely. So he established a sustainable development committee for the president. So from that time, we consider the eco-friendly way of developing dams. So this picture shows that the ways. Is about the Florigo project. This is considered as representative case of Green New Deal in Korea. Actually, the climate change hugely impacted on our policies. So it's influenced as well to the water and green growth. So Korean governments implemented several projects like Florigo project and also Gyamin Ara projects. So actually water and green growth is based on the green growth. So I'd like to explain about green growth. Korea felt the conventional way of growth is not so sustainable. So President Lee Myung-bak declared the new way of green growth. Actually, President Park from Korea Water Forum explained much about this, so I don't want to explain more on this. Actually, the green growth is based on the perception about the resource pollution and climate change caused by the conventional growth. So to tackle those problems, green growth was selected by the Korean government and take some policies. But the green growth was criticized by the many people, many scholars. That's because it's do not much consider the social aspect like equity and balances between classes and regions, something like that. So we are considering green civilization to supplement that lack of social issues. Actually, the World Bank selected inclusive to include the social aspect to the green growth. We are considering that kind of mechanism to support to remedy that kind of weakness. This slide shows the Korea took the implementation policies for the green growth. Actually, these steps explained by the Dr. Eun Kyung-bak, so we don't need to say about more this. So Korean governments has some plans to invest more money to the green growth and green infrastructure, and also try to introduce a market mechanism like a carbon emission trading system. So, and in terms of ODA, Korean government plans to invest $5 billion by 2020. So now we are talking about water and green growth. What's the meaning of water in growth and what's the meaning of green? Green growth definition is not much different from other organizations like OECD and World Bank. But as I said, the problem is the lack of considering social aspects. in water and green growth, we considering more about social aspects by incorporating social issues. That's because in the first phase of the research, water they consider water as a basic essential goods for the people. So water has a strong nature of society. So they by adding water to green growth, they postulate water and green growth can remedy that problems. So in the strategies of water and green growth, social aspects. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Water and green growth last box. Presenting the social aspects. So, in the first phase of the research, the education and capacity building and urban wastewater waste, but it's not enough to remedy the social aspects. So we are considering more concept to develop more inclusive ones. In the first policy framework, there are many policies were suggested by categorized by protection and conservation of water, and also water as an entity for growth and water for the improvement quality of life, which was explained well by the Marsha. So I don't need to explain more. And also we collected 26 cases from 17 countries. So we try to persuade international organizations, experts through the many international events, which was very successful. From the next step, I would like to refine our concept of water and green growth, and also develop the indicators for the project, and also establish policy framework. Actually, we are focusing on policy framework. That's because the way to implement is, I think, the framework. Policy framework is very important. So we considering three frameworks. Actually, one is market-based mechanisms. Second one is state-centered mechanism. Third one is governance-centered mechanism. That's because actually market is working very well, but market has some problems to tackle those four issues in the water sector. So as I presented in the first chapter 1 in this presentation, actually Korean government deeply involved in the water project, water policies, and also water management. So from that experience, maybe the states has some strong potential to manage these issues. Actually, the states has strong power to allocate the resources, financial and human resources, and also they have the power to make a plan, long-term plan, like 5 years economic and social plan in Korea in the past, which was very effective. And also we should consider about the governance-based policies, which encourage people to participate in decision making. And also we need to consider equity problem issues by introducing the governance-based policies. And also the in-depth case study is very important for us. That's because we want to give some lessons to other people and to other countries, and also international communities and experts. That's because the case study is very important to refer what's the story in other countries, other cases. So we are focusing on two sectors in this project. So surely we are going to continuously communicate this project with you. If you have good, any comments and advice, and very welcome to this project. Thank you.
Just before we move to the panel, there's a very brief video presentation which we'll see, which looks at the issue of water infrastructure in more detail. Really, that's the 7th of
Water is crucial to life and our most important natural resource. It supports not only us as humans, but the entire environment. Daegu, Gyeongbu, Korea is rapidly growing as a leader of the water industry worldwide. The strong pulse of the Nakdong River, the artery of our country, is beating towards the world. The Nakdong River, with 520 kilometers length, is the lifeline of South Korea and runs 280 kilometers through Daegu, Gyeongbu area. Daegu, Gyeongbu has been at the center of Korean history. It was the capital city area of ancient dynasty and has a lot of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, highlighting the ancient cultures of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. At this moment in our current era of water in the 21st century, Daegu, Gyeongbu is proudly presenting the Nakdong River Restoration Project for Green Growth, in order to contribute to the world's effort in solving water-related problems and for the common prosperity of mankind. In preparation for the 7th World Water Forum, hosted by Daegu, Gyeongbu, we have developed the Nakdong River with a state-of-the-art green convention center and huge-scale new and renewable energy infrastructures, tours of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and eco-tours showcasing hands-on water experiences. By taking advantage of the abundant water supply from its surroundings, the Daegu-Gyeongbu region has strengthened its local water industry and developed eco-friendly green industries. To cope with the global water shortage and to lead with global water industry, Daegu-Gyeongbu has developed 4 regional water industry clusters: the Nakdong River region, Daegu Mountains region, East Coast region, and Daegu-Gyeongbu Blue Gold Cluster. Through the eco-stream restorations and waterfront space development, Daegu-Gyeongbu will present a new approach for resolving the global water issue. Hosting the 7th World Water Forum will be a world-leading accomplishment by Daegu-Gyeongbu, Korea. Through water, in 2015, Daegu-Gyeongbu, Korea will become the center of the global village. Water is an invaluable resource for mankind. With the World Water Forum, Daegu-Gyeongbu will advance to the world stage, and Korea will become a global leader of water technologies. Daegu-Gyeongbu will begin the era for water, where the environment and the economy coexist.
Having just come from the 6th World Water Forum earlier this year, I know that Korea has their work cut out for them, and it's nice to see that they're actually hitting the ground running, and I'm sure that they're going to do a wonderful job. I'd like to invite the panelists to come up to the front, so if we could have Dinesh and Marcia and Salma on the side, and then Dr. Min here. We have 2 additional speakers as well. We also have Mr. Junhwan Kim, who's the Senior Program Manager at Global Green Growth Institute. He's the senior Program Manager in the Public-Private Cooperation Unit, where he's leading the Institute's private sector engagement program. He also worked at the World Economic Forum in Geneva and served on the Korean Presidential Committee for Green Growth here in Korea. And we also have Ms. Valerie Hickey, who is a biodiversity specialist with the World Bank. She's an environmental scientist and has worked with both public sector and civil society before coming to the bank, where she now manages the bank's global biodiversity programs, spending several years working on the nexus of nature, ecosystem services development, negotiating trade-offs between, for example, the potential adverse impacts of biodiversity from the development of hydrocarbons. So just welcome our speakers. So I'd like to begin, if I can, actually, with a couple of questions aimed at our additional panelists we have up here today, beginning with Mr. Kim.